Peter Schiff mentioned that apparel is one of the next big things that is just going to start going through the roof in price. He was actually talking about that in 2008. This is still something on which people are going to definitely need as we move on to the depressionary period. This means your coats, shirts, hats, socks, all of this kind of stuff. And obviously you want to take care of what you and your family are going to need, and then look at what else you think you can get for other people too. Now I'm going to mention this when I talk about all of these things together, but of course you want to try to find great prices, but I'll get back to prices more when I go through the complete list of all the different types of assets that can be purchased. So that's the big thing. Apparel. I won't go any more on apparel. Medicine and drugs, as this is something which is also going to be very, very big. And this just stems, of course, medicine. Obviously the prescription medicines. So if you are relying yourself on prescription medicines, I mean, this is the toughest thing to be able to plan on right now, because you can only get what you need at the time type thing. You just can't get a 1 or 2 year supply, as a system collapse could bring the pharmaceuticals through trouble. But obviously all you can do is the best you can. But as far as drugs like your normal Tylenols, your medicine for whatever medicines you think you and your family would need, and people around you, this is the key thing. Once again, check the expiry dates on them to make sure how long you have to get them. I mean, you don't want to buy something that's going to expire in 18 months where you don't think get rid of too many of them. It's because at that point there they become, it's a loss on an investment if you have to throw them out. Or if it's expired, when medicines expire, they just don't work as well. So the value of expired medicine ends up going way down. And even drugs, as in whether it be illegal or even legal, we're talking like alcohol, cigarettes, but even marijuana. These illegal drugs, if people are still going to want them, then there still is going to be a demand, and it's something you can be able to trade with. Now, I'm not condoning that that's something you could do, but if it's something you feel is in your best interest to do, it is still a profitable situation during a barter system, if you will. Books is another key issue, especially if we have problems with the school system. You want to have books, as in getting away from the TV. I mean, there's a good chance that if the energy system goes down, that people are going to want to read books, but just period anyway, getting away from it means that's one of the things that you do, is you read more often. So whether it's fiction or non-fiction, they're both going to have a demand, but depending on the subject, some books obviously are going to do better than others. If you're looking for the educational books, you may want to strategize yourself with the topic that you're doing to see if it's still going to continue doing well over the next couple years. As far as the Mayan calendar is concerned, a lot of the law of attraction type of information is actually going to be a huge business in the year 2010. So if you were thinking about writing a book like that, this is the time to get that kind of information out. Even just like regular notepads. I mean, people are going to need to write stuff down on pieces of paper. These, you could go to a dollar store, wherever you can find them cheap, buy a lot of these types of blank paper, put them somewhere to hold, and then you got your you got an asset instead of fiat dollars are concerned. And the next one, guns and ammo, whether it be shotgun, whether it be rifle, whether you want to get more than what you want for yourself because you plan on trading them. As long as there's going to be crime, and there's a lot of prophecies for that to be the case, there is going to be a demand for it. Technology, and this one's very difficult because with technology, this isn't the type of thing normally you can buy and hold for the long term. I mean, if you were to buy a bunch of brand new computers now in the hopes of trading them over the next 3 or 4 years, its value just decreases because technology grows so fast. But if there's any technology that you can think in your analysis, well, this might be able to do very well in the next couple years, or it's something I think I'm going to need, then you want to be hanging on to them because computers are not going anywhere. However, what's guaranteed is they are going to evolve along the times as we start to know more and more information. It seems so obvious that we are in the very baby days of technology. So when that's the case, advancements are going to be going extremely high. But even basic stuff like a calculator, for that matter, is stuff that's still going to hold value. Next one is land and real estate. First thing is most real estates are not good purchases right now because there's just a lot of evidence that housing prices are going to be going lower. But some places are doing very well because if there's a good reason why the land can be very well. First of all, if you're going to be raising cows or something, then maybe a particular farm would actually work out for you. Look at how much it costs. It could be a potentially good asset because you want to evaluate why the land is so good based on its geographical location. Is it in a good area? Is it in a poor area? Just different things to look at, but most of the houses are going to go lower in price. So obviously if you're trying to sell, I mean, if you can get a good deal for it, then fine, but it's so hard to even sell a house right now unless you sell it for dirt cheap.